From the studios of Chillicothe High School, this is your CAVS News Show.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Roper.
And I'm Coy Kozad, and this is your CAVS News Show.
As I am sure everyone is aware that this 2014-2015 school year is almost over. And as usual, with the end of the year comes yearbooks. The yearbooks can be purchased for $65 on the Johnston's website. If you have any questions in regards to the yearbook, you may contact Mrs. Blanton, Kevin Martin, or Lydia Kelly.
Note to all seniors, let the guidance office know of any and all scholarships you have received for your college education as soon as possible. Also, they need to know where to send your final transcripts, so please make guidance aware of what college you will be attending next fall.
As summer approaches, I know we're all thinking about the things we like to do. Me personally, I like playing video games. So while I'm thinking about what games I want to play, let's go to Olivia and Parker with CNG.
I'm Parker Tracy.
And I'm Olivia Ray.
Welcome to CNG.
Showtime!
This week on CNG, we will be talking about some noteworthy DLC as well as a few new game releases.
For those who don't know, DLC or downloadable content is extra feature that can be downloaded onto a game. It can add things such as cosmetic items like skins for characters or even new game mechanics or modes. There have been quite a few DLCs that add to the new storyline to a game as well.
Well, without further ado, let's get into some downloadable content releases. On May 5th, Dragon Age Inquisition received the Jaws of Hakan DLC, as well as DLC for the game's Dragon Slayer mode.
Jaws of Hakan has given players access to the Black Emporium where players can purchase weapons, accessories, and several other items. It also contains a place where players can change their facial features.
The other DLC allows players to craft an item known as a Dragon's Call, which can summon dragons for the player to fight. It also contains a new castle, a new map, and 3 new agents within the game. Both of these DLCs are free.
Next up, on May 5th, Mortal Kombat X is receiving a horror-themed DLC for the game. This will include new skins for the characters Melina, Ermac, and Reptile. It also contains a very iconic horror movie character.
This character is none other than the notorious Jason from Friday the 13th. With his machete as his primary method of attack, Jason will be a formidable foe to fight against. Those who have purchased the combat pack for the game will receive this DLC automatically. However, the DLC's cost is $8 for the bundle of Jason and the alternate skins. If you only want to purchase Jason, it will cost $5, and if you only want the skins, it will cost $4.
Those are the most noteworthy DLC releases as of now. Before we go, there's one game release we want to talk about. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood released on May 5th for Microsoft Windows, PS4, and Xbox One.
Wolfenstein: The Old Blood is set in an alternate version of 1946, where the Allies are on the brink of losing World War II. In an effort to turn the tide, B.J. Blazkowicz must undertake an epic mission within Bavaria. This game serves as a prequel to the game Wolfenstein: The New Order. The reason we selected this game in particular is because it also serves as its own standalone expansion to The New Order as well.
I would recommend this game series for anyone who likes alternate versions of history.
I would as well, but I think we're out of time. Again, I'm Parker Tracy.
And I'm Olivia Ray.
Game like pros, Chillicothe.
Thanks, guys. In world news, NYPD officer Brian Moore was shot and killed while on duty. When Brian and a fellow officer were trying to question a man in Queens, New York, Brian was shot in the head and his fellow officer was seriously injured. During Brian's career, he made over 159 arrests and received 2 Expeditional Police Service medals. The man accused of the shooting, Demetrius Blackwell, was arrested with first-degree attempt murder. Those charges will more than likely be upgraded with Moore's death. Now let's go to Magi Snyder with this week's Did You Know?
Thanks guys, again this is Magi Schneider filling in for Anthony Polakowski. This week we have a special edition of Did You Know? Today I will be answering 5 random questions that I pull out of the bag of mystery. Woo! Let me call in my assistant Elise Jones. How many germs are there on your skin? Well, let me put it this way. There are more life forms living on your skin at any given time than there are people on this planet. Was Arnold Schwarzenegger always supposed to play the Terminator? Well, O.J. Simpson was originally casted to play the Terminator, but the studio was afraid that no one would buy him as a remorseless killer. What did Gene Cernan write on the moon? The last man to walk the moon, Gene Cernan, promised his daughter he'd write her initials on the moon. He did, and her initials, TDC, will probably be on the moon for tens of thousands of years. How often do we breathe? You breathe an average of 5 million times a year. How do you know when there's going to be a Friday the 13th? Months that begin on a Sunday always have a Friday the 13th in them. That's all for this week. Once again, I'm Magi Schneider. Have a great weekend, Chillicothe.
Thanks, Magi. The CHS Theater Department is performing Guys and Dolls live on stage May 8th and 9th at 7 p.m. in the CHS Auditorium. Tickets are $5 for students and senior citizens and $8 for adults. Be sure to support the Chillicothe High School's wonderful theater program and come down and see the play.
That's all for this week. I'm Coy Kozad.
And I'm Jasmine Roper. Have a nice, safe weekend, Chillicothe.